Well, good morning, everyone. It's Deb Naylor with the Flying Stamper, and I am here this morning to go over the Kisses and Hugs January 2022 paper pumpkin kit. Such a fun kit. So let me know if you are on, if you're watching this live with me. And if you're not live with me, thanks for watching the replay. So I will get started here as soon as I see a couple people on. Hello, Tammy. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. All right, looks like I'm coming in good. I just checked my laptop. Light looks pretty good. Kim, yay! Kim, thank you for joining me. Have you gotten your kit yet? I know yours came a little bit late, which is part of the reason why my video was a little bit later than usual was because of the kits running late. And I wanted to wait until everyone, or almost everyone, had their kits. And so I'm not quite sure, Kim. I know yours and Marta were some of the last ones to ship. So hopefully you have yours or you'll have it very soon. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, hey, Rhonda, thanks for joining me. I kind of like to start out first with just a few little tips that are general to every kit. Hello, Lisa. Thanks for joining me. Hi, Rhonda. Yay. So here's what the kit looks like if you haven't received yours yet. And, you know, you really don't need any supplies at all. Everything comes in the kit, but there's a few things that I like to use in addition to what comes in the kit. So the things that I like to use are this piercing mat, and then the paper snips, a good pair of sharp scissors, and then I like to use this take-a-pick tool, and this just helps move things off. But again, these are optional. You don't need them. They just make your crafting a little bit easier and a little less labor-intensive. So I'm going to set those to the side. I do have item numbers that I'll go over with you at the end of the video of these items if you are interested in ordering them. Okay, so the kit came with the ingredients to make 10 cards total, 5 of 2 different designs, and then an exclusive stamp set, which is just adorable, and I love the words, and they're going to be great for all kinds of other kinds of cards, and then a little ink spot. So a couple of tips on the ink spot that I always like to share, and I know they're repeats, but I do have some new subscribers, so I think they're important. So your little spot comes and it's sealed with a label on each end. So what I like to do is on the barcode side, I just take my snips and I snip down there and that opens it up. And then I leave this side intact, so my lid is never lost. And then I like to put a little color on the back, and I use the cardstock and I just punch it out and put it on there so I know what color it is, but you can write in with a black Sharpie. Remember that your ink spots like to be stowed upside down, and that way the ink comes all the way to the top, and when you're ready to use them, the ink's up at the top and it's available. These can be re-inked, so you can buy re-inkers for them. And ink spots, as ink pads in general, like to live the same way we do. Not too hot, not too cold, not out in the sun. So wherever you store your stuff, make sure it's not right next to a heat vent or under a window or stored in a cold area. They do best just like we do, so they like to live like we do. Okay, so those are some 101 tips on, you know, just basic things. I get asked a lot about how I stow things. So I have taken the paper pumpkin box and I just cut off the lid. And I turned it inside out, so it's cardboard on the outside, craft color. And then I just store my spots like this, upside down. And it's kind of like a tray. I actually have 2 of these now because I've been a subscriber for a super long time. Okay, so I'm going to put those off to the side. Now let's talk about the projects. They're so cute. So here's what the kit makes. And it's a trifold. And it opens up like that. So, you know, when I was looking at the sneak peeks that they were giving us, you know, you could tell it was a heart card, but for some reason I thought it was going to be a lot smaller than it is. So I was really thrilled with the actual size of the card. And then the envelopes that they included are just gorgeous, and they're foil lined, and so they kind of match the cards really well. So here's the second card. And I don't know about you, but when I get my kit, the first thing I do is well, there's two things I do. I make 2 or however many of, we've gotten, I make them as designed. And then I start playing around. And I always look at the negatives because I try to find little things to do with those. And I didn't do a lot with negatives this time, mostly just because I'm crunched for time. Not that the negatives wouldn't come up with some good ideas. So that's how the cards were designed. And I just started playing with those. And to be honest with you, I like the kit so much that I really didn't want to tear it up too much. So let's see, I've got this one going the wrong way. So these are just a little differences, and I left this area so I could write some, words in and write a little note. And here's another one. And again, just playing around. These are still all things from the kit. Just mixing up the ingredients. These little hearts, I have a little heart punch, and then I just stuck it inside and got the punch outs underneath this heart. So I used some of that paper that you wouldn't see with the little punch. And I loved playing with the words. So here I've got love you, and then I've got more, and I thought I could sign over here. And then this one, I just turned that little piece that looks like this over and just used the white side. And this is from the add-on kit, which I'm going to talk about in just a few minutes. All right. So those were, those of you that came to the Strong of Heart class in December, we all went home with a vellum cutout. It was left over from the negative from one of our cards, and that was still laying around in my stamp room, so I grabbed it because it goes with the gold. So if you came to that class and you got this kit, think about using this with your cards. All right, so those are just playing around. Now I'm going to show you what I did just as some alternates. So I did cut up one of the cards. It was difficult for me to do, but because they're so cute, but I needed to show some alternates. So I cut this up and then I laid it on a piece of basic white cardstock. I've left it blank inside. So this doesn't necessarily have to be a Valentine's Day card. It could be some other kind of a love card. And I cut the arrow in half, and so that would make it a little bit longer. And then these are just pieces from the kit. I think this I punched out of one of the pieces with the heart punch. All right, here is another one. Now on this one, you have a negative for these. And so I just trimmed around the outside of the negative and then just glued it on. And that gives you just a little more layering and a little different dimension. And again, I cut that arrow in half. Okay, and then my last one, I actually took the envelope and opened it up and then cut it up and made a layer for this card. And then these are just pieces. And then this is the gold cord that you get in the add-on kit. And again, I will talk about that in just a few minutes. And then I took a very vanilla envelope, and I had leftovers from this. And so I lined it. I just kind of trimmed it down so it fit, so that I have this very nicely coordinated card and envelope now. So those are my alternates for this month. So let's talk about this add-on kit. So the add-on kit is still available, and it is for little treats. So a lot of us like to make little Valentine's treats. So you get 20 of these little boxes, and then you get these cute little heart tags, and then you get the twine. and you get 20 boxes, and it was $10. So actually a pretty good deal. Now, the boxes are absolutely adorable, and they go together real easy. And this is what they look like when they're assembled. And they're fairly small, so it's not going to be real expensive to put treats in them. So here's a finished off one. And you can actually run your cord on both sides. I just did one because this makes it so easy for the, the recipient to get off. Hi, Peggy. So let's talk about some things that would fit in here. All right, so the first thing that came to mind when I was looking at them online was I was wondering if the little Lindt truffles would fit, and they do. So I bought a bag of these dark chocolate strawberry truffles. I got these at Fred Meyer. I want to say they were $5.99, and there should be, I think, 21 in here. So it actually would fill each treat container for me. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. Here's another little thing that I saw in Fred Meyer's, dark chocolate sea salt caramel. And I wasn't sure if it would fit when I bought it or not. I didn't take the box with me, but if I just kind of pinch the sides in, it fits perfect. So there's that. And then we had our customer appreciation event last week, and we had a little treat project that we made, and so I had some leftover hearts from that. These are just from the bulk candy section at Winco. And they fit perfect in there too. So you can get 4 little hearts. You probably get actually maybe 5 in there. And they fit perfect as well. And then my sister, Christy, she likes to make mini muffins. And so she took one for the team and made some mini muffins, and they do fit in the box. The only tip that she told me was on your mini muffin pan, don't overfill it. Sometimes if you like to make bigger mini muffins, she said it just fits when you just like fill it halfway. So don't try to get a big mini muffin out of there, because then it's not going to fit. So the smaller ones will work. Okay, so those are my tips on that add-on kit. Now, the add-on kits are still available. I just checked right before I started the video. And they can be ordered online, and they are item number 160147, and they're $10. They also have released refills, so if you wanted to get a refill for the Kisses and Hugs kit, it's 160219, and those are $10. And then the other tools that I was showing, the Stampin' Pierce mat, that's $5, and it's 126199. And those just came back into stock. They've been out of inventory for, gosh, I want to say like 3 months. So that's why I haven't talked about that tool for a while. And then the Take a Bit Pick tool is also available, and it's 144107, and it's $10. And right now the paper snips are not available. So I think they're coming back into inventory the end of February. So that's why I don't have that number on there for you. Okay, so that is that scoop. All right, let's talk about a couple more things. So if you are on my Facebook page for the Paper Pumpkin Patch, which if you are one of my subscribers and you are on Facebook, you are on that page, I will be posting all of the alternates on there under the album, just like I do every month, so you can check for those there. Some of these will also end up on my blog over the next couple of weeks. And the blog hop that we are doing, the Paper Pumpkin Possibilities blog hop, we always do that the last Tuesday of the month. Well, because of the delay in kits, some of the team hadn't received their kits, so we pushed that by 1 week. So that's going to be next Tuesday, February 1st at 6 p.m. Pacific time. So there'll be a bunch more ideas for alternates at that point. So watch for those things. If you are not a subscriber of my blog, I would love it if you joined it. Just look for me at flyingstamper.blogspot.com, and a pop-up will come on there, and you can join my blog, and you'll get my newsletter and my posts. I try to post 3 times a week. I haven't been doing very well with my goal for the last 2 weeks because I had customer appreciation. I just got a little sidetracked with that, and I'm still trying to catch up. Let's see. Okay, I got a little list over here. So let's talk a little bit about the upcoming February kit. If you got the January kit, then you got this little flyer, and it tells you that something's coming on the horizon. And the name of the kit, and you can see it's kind of got a wild theme to it, is going to be Safari Celebration. And it's going to be wildly fun and an uplifting type theme. I think that's something we really need right now. The kit will make 9 cards. They're full-size cards, and there are 3 designs, so you'll make 3 of each. The colors are Rich Razzleberry, Bumblebee, Fresh Freesia, Pear Pizzazz, Soft Succulent, and Soft Suede. So it sounds very safari-ish. They've already told us the ink spot will be Rich Razzleberry. So if you would like to get this kit and you're not a current subscriber, you need to subscribe by February 10th. If you want to skip this kit, you need to do that by February 10th as well. And then the final thing that I want to remind you guys about is that Celebrations is going on right now. And this is just a really great time to purchase a prepaid for your subscription. So if you do a 3-month, you can choose one of the $50 items for free from the Celebrations catalog. If you don't have a Celebrations catalog, let me know. I can send you a link, or you're welcome to pick one up, or we'll make arrangements to get one to you. Celebrations does end February 28th, 2022, so we still have just just actually 1 month left of that promotion. And I always buy my prepaids during Celebrations. I buy a 12-month because I save money on my monthly subscription that way. I do it during Celebrations so I can get 3 or 4 free products. And when you buy a 12-month, it's also basically a catalog party, so you get to redeem the Stampin' Rewards, which is about $21. So that's just a really good value in my opinion. And then your kit's paid for the whole month, or the whole year, and then you can skip. But honestly, if your budget doesn't allow that, even just a 3-month, you can get something free. And then lastly, if you're one of my customers, you got a customer appreciation coupon from me, and that expires January 31st. So if you haven't used that yet, you might want to think about using it for a prepaid Paper Pumpkin subscription. Okay, I think that's it for today. If you have any questions, leave them on the comments here, and I'll go in and answer those. I'll also be converting this to a YouTube for those of you that aren't on Facebook, and I'll get you the link later today. Have a really great day. Looks like a beautiful sunny day here in the Pacific Northwest. It's a little cool, but I'm going to go out and get a walk in the sun in a little bit. All right, thanks again for joining me. Until next month, take good care. See you next time. Bye.